Welcome to the Deal Calendar. I'm Mary Kathleen Flynn. The Deal Calendar is our new weekly blog segment where we're giving you a preview of upcoming events in deal making. It's kind of a work in progress, so if you'd like to give us some suggestions, you can email us at reporters@thedeal.com, and we're updating it every Friday. The week of May 12th will bring earnings, a much-awaited merger deadline, and our own private capital symposium. On Monday, May 12th, earnings are due from Sprint Nextel. The company's been struggling to keep subscribers, but took a bold step in teaming up with Clearwire to create a $14.5 billion company that will build a next-generation WiMAX network. On Tuesday, May 13th, dealmakers will be dissecting earnings from video game maker Electronic Arts, a hostile bidder for Take-Two Interactive. On Wednesday, May 14th, the Deal hosts its 5th annual Private Capital Symposium. The conference will focus on how private equity is being invested in this slowing economy. More on that in a moment. On Thursday, May 15th, all eyes will be on earnings from Blockbuster, which is pursuing Circuit City. Analysts expect Blockbuster to earn 14 cents per share. And on Friday, May 16th, Electronic Arts will be in the spotlight again when its tender offer for Take-Two is set to expire. We expect the company to extend the deadline once again. With me now for a preview of the Deal's Private Capital Symposium on Wednesday in New York is John Morris, Assistant Managing Editor of the Deal. John, last year at the conference, people were just beginning to talk about the tightening of credit and how that was inevitable. Now, some people say we're in the middle of a recession. What do you expect the tone or the mood to be like at the conference on Wednesday?
I think people are still trying to figure out what's going on in the market. We're in a strange situation where the credit markets have frozen up so that you don't get, there aren't a lot of big traditional private equity deals. You just can't finance a big buyout, which a year ago, that deal form was going gangbusters. And yet the economy is holding up reasonably well. A lot of private equity firms are sitting on a lot of capital. They see prices going down. So it's a very mixed bag. I think a lot of the sponsors, the private equity people are there, see opportunities in this market. And I think everyone's trying to figure out whether we've bottomed out or not and how long it will take for the credit markets to come back. So I think it's a time really when people have lots of questions on their mind.
And who's likely to answer those questions? What are some of the panelists that you are most interested in hearing from?
Well, I think particularly our keynote speakers. We have Ken Mullis, who was the head of the investment bank at UBS for many years, who went out a little while ago and formed his own advisory firm. And at the end of the day, we have Tony James, who's the COO and president of Blackstone. And obviously, they went public a year ago, shortly after our conference. And they're also in a position to see the markets globally. So Tony will be very interesting it'll be very interesting to hear his views.
Now, you mentioned that a lot of people in private equity are seeing opportunities. So what kinds of deals are they able to do now, or what kinds of strategies are they deploying?
Well, it's very interesting. In the middle market, particularly the lower middle market, the buyout continues to be viable. It's a different set of financing sources. You can get debt for an LBO, of $100 million. There's been a slowdown, but not nearly as dramatic as in the deals over $1 billion. So those people just see more normal opportunities. For the bigger funds, some of them are looking abroad. They're looking at growth capital investments where they're buying a minority stake, all equity with no leverage. They're buying up LBO debt when they can. They would love to buy more of it, and some of them like TPG and Blackstone and Apollo already have. They're also, to some extent, looking in developing countries. We've seen several large deals in Turkey, a bunch of big deals in India. Again, some of those are not majority control investments, but they're finding, there are a lot of unusual ways they're finding to deploy capital.
All right, very interesting. Well, thank you to John Morris for giving us a preview of the Deal's Private Capital Symposium in New York on Wednesday. I'll be there. I'll be conducting video interviews with the participants, and we'll be posting them on our website throughout the day. We'll also be doing live blogging from the event, and that's the Deal's Private Capital Symposium on Wednesday in New York. Thanks for watching the Deal Calendar. I'm Mary Kathleen Flynn.